Kathy Griffin is back, sharper, bolder, and more unapologetically herself than ever, after years of controversy, health battles, and relentless reinvention. The comedy legend has once again taken the stage with her trademark wit and resilience. Fresh off her latest comedy run, Kathy reflects on her remarkable comeback. "I just wrapped my life on the PTSD list tour," she says with a grin. "I'm just so glad to be back to work. You know, I was very canceled. Like the most canceled of cancellations. So, to be working again feels like a gift." The tour, filled with her signature blend of biting humor and raw honesty, is now immortalized in a new YouTube special titled Kathy Griffin, My Life on the PTSD List, premiering October 8th. "I hope people laugh," she says. "I want them to escape their problems for a little while. Sure, I touch on some serious stuff. How could I not? I've been through it all." She's not exaggerating. After surviving lung cancer, despite never having smoked, Kathy has learned to wear her scars with humor. "I'm a 1.5 lung wonder," she jokes. "So please, stop flaunting your 2 lungs in my face. It's rude." But her recovery didn't slow her down for long. In true Kathy Griffin fashion, she dove straight into her next project with a new face to match. "I got my 3rd facelift," she admits proudly, "and I thought, new face, new tours." When asked if the process was painful, she doesn't sugarcoat it. "Oh, it's painful. Don't believe anyone who says it's not. They yank your face, literally. I told my doctor, give me a good yank. I don't want to see you again in 6 months. Just pull everything tight." Her surgeon of choice, none other than the same doctor who worked on her friend the famously private Saya, Sial, told me, "You've got to go to Dr. Taylor. She showed me her before and after pictures, which is so Hollywood. You're just sitting there scrolling through each other's surgeries like baby photos, but I'm not getting a kickback. I just love how it turned out. Even with a little swelling, Kathy's confidence is undeniable. I know I'm shallow," she teases, "but I like it. I mean, some people pay for fillers to get this look. They took fat from my thigh, did this violent liposuction, and put it in my face. My thigh to my face. It's bizarre, but hey, it worked." Her honesty about cosmetic surgery is as refreshing as it is hilarious. "So many people get work done and pretend they went to a spa for a week," she says. "Please, I have a new face. You can tell I talk about it on stage because it's funny and ridiculous. After the facelift, they send you to one of those fancy recovery spas. You're wrapped in gauze, peeking through, trying to see which celebrities are there. I was dying to catch someone." After multiple health battles, including both lung and uterine cancer, Kathy says, "This surgery was about reclaiming something positive. I've had so many painful surgeries that I thought, this time, I want something that makes me feel good, my vanity one." And with that new confidence comes her next big project, another tour that promises to be even bolder. "The gloves are off," she says. "Donald Trump should be afraid." Fans of Griffin know her political humor well, but this time, she says, "It's not all politics, maybe 20%, but I'll always call things like I see them. That's my problem. I'm Kathy Griffin. I never learn my lesson." Her comedic courage hasn't gone unnoticed. When Jimmy Kimmel was temporarily taken off the air, Kathy was among the first to publicly support him. "Jimmy thanked me on his first night back," she recalls emotionally. "I was sitting alone in my pajamas watching it, crying. It meant everything to me. It was a real moment for the culture." For Kathy, Kimmel's resilience struck a familiar chord. "It happened to me 8 years ago," she says, referring to the infamous 2017 Trump photo controversy. "I held up a Halloween mask with ketchup on it. It was a satire of Perseus and Medusa. I thought people would get it. They didn't. The cheese stood alone, and I didn't work for 7 years." Her voice softens, but the edge remains. Art speaks volumes. Never underestimate the power of a good joke. That's why I'm so glad Kimmel's back. His monologues are sharper than ever. He's always been funny, but now he's fearless. That same fearlessness defines Kathy's new tour. "I'll probably piss off a few people," she says. "I'll get sued a couple more times. I'm used to it. They've already done everything they can to me. What's left?" But even with her irreverence, Kathy's humility shines through. She laughs when asked about a possible return to reality TV. "They got me a star," she says, "but it's on the Palm Springs Walk of Fame. My life's the same. No cameras. Still on the D-list. I literally got escorted out of a party at Paris Hilton's house the other night. I wandered into a private area because I wanted to say hi to Kris Jenner, and suddenly I felt a hand on my shoulder. Security. Not the first time that's happened. She chuckles at the memory. I was just trying to make Kris laugh. Story of my life. Always doing bits, even when I'm being thrown out. Her self-deprecating humor remains her most powerful armor. I can't believe I actually made a pledge once, she laughs. I said, on my honor, I will never have another diet soda. And yet here I am. Life's short, drink the soda. Looking back on her reality show, My Life on the D-List, Griffin admits she hasn't revisited it since it aired. Isn't that weird? She says, I only watched episode 1. But you know what? It was funny. I was proud of it. It holds up. It was real. That authenticity was her #1 rule when making the show. I told Bravo I want it to be real. No scripts, no writers, no fake setups. And they let me do it my way. It was legit reality TV. That same raw honesty carries over into her new weekly YouTube show, Kathy Griffin. Talk Your Head Off. It's a mix of comedy, candid commentary, and Kathy's signature chaos. Don't look down on me like, oh really, girl? She laughs. Yes, I was on the dating apps. 3 weeks as myself, that's all I lasted. I went on 3 dates. Let's just say that process isn't for me. I'm too famous. Who am I kidding? But fame does have its odd perks. I got a DM from Shaquille O'Neal, she says with a mischievous grin. He saw a web talk show I did with A$AP Rocky. AAP came over to my house, and I was giving him a hard time trying to make him crack. Then Shaq messages me, asking, did you really sleep with A$AP Rocky? And I said, oh, down to the nub. Of course, I didn't. I just wanted to make Shaq laugh. He replied, LOL, mission accomplished. For Kathy Griffin, laughter has always been her weapon, her healing, and her art. Even after being shunned by the industry, losing friends, and fighting cancer. She's still standing and still making people laugh. You know, she says, I was on the first episode ever of Entertainment Tonight. I've been around a long time, and to still be here, still talking, still working, that's everything to me. Her interviewer smiles. You're a legend, my friend. I'm a friend of the show, Kathy replies, grinning wide. Always have been, always will be. And that's the beauty of Kathy Griffin. The chaos, the candor, the comeback. Through every scandal, surgery, and punchline, she remains defiantly herself, flawed, funny, and fearless. Because at the end of the day, the world may cancel you, but it's up to you to write your own encore.